consider the gym like a second home, like home away from home? Just be comfortable.
I love this question. I feel that the gym is 100% a second home. And I say that because I've been to a plethora of gyms as I went through college. Going college hopping. The coolest thing to me is that I can go to literally any gym and I feel the same way about it. Any gym I go to could be my second home for real. My name's Eric Chia. I go to the University of Maryland and I'm studying kinesiology. For my inspirations, I would say I have two major inspirations. And my first has got to be my cousin Andrew. He put me on very early, and that's something that I hold very dearly to my heart. And growing up, I always looked up to him as an older brother, and I gravitated towards all his interests. And one of his first interests was working out. And seventh grade, he brought me to the gym, and I've been there ever since. My second inspiration is Vince Lam, and he's actually my coach right now, and he put me through prep for the 3 weeks that I was on it. And he's someone that I look up to because he's doing things in the same field that I want to get into, and he's a PT right now doing personal training on the side, and those are two things that I would love to do when I'm older. I signed up for the Summer Shredding Classic from Alpha Elite, and that's the same show that Vince competed in last year, and he actually did pretty well for his first show. So looking at his results, looking at his process, that's something that I really wanted to go into, and I actually signed up for that show, and it got canceled because of COVID. So definitely was an interesting experience. I told Vince next summer I'm going to be competing there, and I think by then I'll be ready in terms of my mental, my diet, everything. But I would say that the time off, the blessing that happened that the show got canceled, I definitely had a lot of time to really reevaluate what I want, my goals, what I think I'm capable of doing. And I'm going to be prepped through Vince, and I'm going to be starting my prep in May of next year. So I'm very excited for that. My motivation behind competing in a show is kind of selfish in my opinion, but I feel that everyone has to be selfish at some points in their life. Training as hard as I do, dieting as hard as I do, I've always thought that I was like a little different from everybody else. I wanted to do it at a more calculated perspective because I really fell in love with the science behind lifting. That's why I'm going to be certified as a personal trainer in a few months when I take my test. But I've always thought if I was going to do something that I really am passionate about, I'm going to do it right. So I feel like the only way I could separate myself from the average person is to put myself out there, go on the stage, diet, prep, and just put it all on the line. Prep is 12 to 16 weeks. It could be 36 weeks. It could be as long as you make it. But prep is when you're completely dialed in on your diet, training, and sleep. Because those are the three things that define how you're going to look. If your training is good, diet straight, but you're sleeping 3-4 hours a day, you're just not going to be able to recover and use the nutrients from your diet, the muscle fibers you're tearing from your training to actually build. So during prep, you're eating around 4 or 5 meals a day. I ate 5 egg whites in the morning, 1 egg yolk, scramble that up, 2 cups of oatmeal, just water, and a chobani, Greek yogurt, and then I would rest a little bit, go to class, and then eat my first small meal. Well, not really a small meal, but my first like real meal. That's not breakfast, and that consists of a carb, so either pasta or rice, no sauce with that, chicken or salmon, minimal sauce with that, and asparagus, broccoli, some type of vegetable. And I would eat that like 2 to 3 more times throughout the day, but in different portion sizes. The most important piece of advice I would give someone who wants to do bodybuilding is to really think about why you want to do it. Because you can train for 1 to 2 years, 3 years straight, make a lot of progress, eat right, ride the highest testosterone of a male when you're around this age, like 19, 23. But what's going to keep you going is an intrinsic passion for it. But what's going to keep you doing it when you're on your worst day, you're going through a rough patch in your life, what's going to keep you going? At the current rate that I'm going at, I don't see myself stopping for any reason because I feel like I have an intrinsic passion just to train. Whenever I'm stressed, well, to be honest, I be training every day, so I guess I'd be stressed every day too, but it's definitely something that I view as not only me progressing for a tangible goal like competing, but it's an outlet for me to just relax. It's 2 3 hours of my day, 6 7 days a week, where I can just distress, not have to focus on school, relationships. Just it's just me at the gym, and I'm just working towards a goal that I know I can attain. And I think it's a beautiful form of therapy.